Goddamn.
Say it off. Bitch, you going to jail. It's going down in this motherfucker.
It's going down like a white woman that hate her daddy. It's going down. But folks, it is more official than a rap for the whistle. You posted with half the P and always a G on Ready PG. And we're always whipping broski.
I'm the first white guy you know, Cap Broski.
Yes, sir. And we are here with the boss. The nigga who is stone cold, Mr. Big Smoke, always with the joke, give me the blunt so I can tote, Chris Jones.
Set it off. Set it off. Thank you. Hey, man. It feels good to be here. I can honestly tell you guys, I just want to say thank you.
Hey, thank you for coming through one time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's always got dope things to say about Smoke. Everybody. I ain't never met
We did a couple of interviews. Like,
Yo, Hanse's came through.
That's my dog right there, goddamn.
Even Darius Unchained said he.
Unchained. Now Darius from my hometown, bro.
Right.
And Darius funny too, bro.
Oh yeah,
Darius funny too, goddamn.
He funny. He need to find himself a little bit.
Yeah, we just wild with it.
Right. Yeah. Barry Buckwild. He loved talking about fucking the white bitches.
Oh, he gonna let that be known.
Yeah.
But we from the most, we from the most segregated, prejudiced part of Alabama, like the country probably.
So it's like a trophy.
Man, no. It ain't like a trophy. It's like a taboo.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Down there, you know what I mean? You ain't got no black woman like for real, because it's literally from the old days. You know what I mean? No other either ethnicities. Ain't like no Puerto Ricans. I got a couple Puerto Ricans like with my cousin up from Connecticut and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Coming down, but just a regular whole. There wasn't no other ethnicities, just white and black.
But you know what's crazy? It's not even just. It's a landscape. I think that's more important to when you don't have other ethnicities, because look at it like this.
My cousin like farmland and stuff.
Yeah, because my cousin was College Farmland. And bro, when you go to certain places, like you can go to Mobile, Alabama, it's a major city basically. Bro, people from Atlanta still think it's a country.
Yeah.
Because it's not a building right the fuck here. Nigga, you got grass. You go downtown, bro, this is the goddamn country. Like that's all they think. And you know, you pull up and usually the Capitol building has a lawn like the White House. Nah, that's country.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, like, what was that, Tri-City? Four Mexicans, bro. Four Mexicans in 8 years.
Follow us on Instagram, folks. I am P. Diddy Bot, but P. Diddy did a B. You'll see a black nigga that look like me.
I am KAPDROSKI. I'm the first white guy to pop up.
Mine is Chris Jones Funny. Because my name is Chris Jones and I'm funny, goddamn.
Hey, please self-explanatory.
I had to change it. My shit was That's Me, C. Jones. But then you know how people try to see you out in public. They don't really know you, they just know your Instagram. They really couldn't spell it because it really say That's Me, C. Jones. So when people see me out, they thinking they saying my name. They like, this one just, what's up, man? I said, this one just. What the hell, man? Your Instagram, like, man, that's me, C. Jones.
Oh my God.
It happened with you. You signed up for a couple.
Yeah, that shit was at Cats. Marcus Combs was hosting this night. Gabe Spain.
I know Marcus from nigga. I'm tell you, I'm gonna get real. Marcus was my dog from. I knew Marcus from Chicago. Marcus one of the original comedians I met from Chicago, bro. When I first started out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Comedy, man. Like, for real. But go ahead, what you saying?
Gabe had signed me up, and he didn't know how to spell my name either. So he just wrote Piere Escargot, but put ESCAR-GO.
That's your name, my brother.
And and then Marcus Combs, and then he wrote my Instagram right next to it and put P. Diddy Bop. So Marcus Combs, when he get up on stage, he goes, next comedian got like phone names.
P. Diddy.
He was like, make some noise for Perry, Pierce, Escart, Diddy. Make some noise next comedian. I walked up, there wasn't no music, niggas was clapping. But I grabbed the mic and I said, bonjour everyone, my name is Piere, it is French.
So it went there,
And then everybody started laughing. I said, I know a lot of niggas in Atlanta cannot speak the French. Reading is very difficult, I understand. And I said, but I ain't French, y'all. And then niggas started laughing, but nah. Fucking names up, that's hilarious though. How long, what got you started in entertainment, rather?
In entertainment, comedy period. Like I started doing stand-up comedy. Like I didn't get to go to the open mics and stuff like that. So I ended up meeting a comedian, and I was in the Navy actually. And I ended up having a friend who met this chick, and her cousin was a comedian. You know what I mean? And her name was Courtney. Matter of fact, I don't call her no chick. That's that's very disrespectful. But Courtney called her cousin Coco Brown, And I never did comedy before in my life and none of that, you know what I mean? She was like, she was just asking me, she said, if you could ever do comedy, would you do it? I said, hell yeah, if I had a chance to do it, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at this time, you know, I'm in the military, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't really like the military, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna get ready to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, right.
Staying in Virginia, you know what I mean? Like, for real, the military was on some bullshit. And she ended up calling me and over to her house. And I go over to her house and we play spades. It was Coco Brown and Cool Bubba Ice. And we played.
Where is this, by the way?
Where was it? Newport News, Virginia.
Okay. I'm like, these are some names.
Yeah, Coco Brown and Cool Bubba Ice, they just so happened to be together on the road then, you know what I'm saying? And she stopped down there, we played a game of spades, and that's all it took. You know, just naturally funny.
Right.
Like, you know when motherfuckers just got it, you know what I'm saying? Now, I didn't know that they were gonna give me a chance like that, you know what I mean? Cause I'm thinking I gotta go through this little qualification type of thing or whatever, you know what I mean? And she was just like, well, look, you come to my room, do my room. I said, do a hotel room?
No,
like, I don't know nothing about it. She was like, nah, a comedy room. You know what I'm saying? I said, you do comedy at a room? You know what I mean? She was like, no, it's a club, baby. We call it a room. I'm like, okay, I'm with that. So where I gotta go to? She said, Washington, D.C. I said, shit, man, I ain't never been to Washington, D.C. What the fuck?
Right.
Why I gotta go to D.C.? But she said, baby, if you want to do this, baby, I suggest you just come on. And
First time
I went there, man. I was finna get on the bus, dog. You know what I mean? Get on the Greyhound to go there. I went AWOL to do it. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
Because when you go AWOL from the military, they say you go AWOL for 3 days first or whatever. And when you go AWOL, they'll end up giving you administration you know what I'm saying, separation. But once I went AWOL, I went to go get my Greyhound ticket. And my friend that was with me, you know what I'm saying, he was like, Smoke, you finna do this shit for real. I said, yeah, nigga, I'm telling you, man, the lady gonna give me a chance to do the comedy, dog. I'm finna do it. And then my homeboy, he in there too.
You remind me of
I was just with him last week, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You remind me of Lil Duval when he was trying to explain how he was the early motherfucker on YouTube and shit.
He was, Duval was.
You remember the video though? He called it the internet. The whole, bro,
I think he did.
Like,
Yeah.
Hey, the internet.
Yeah, rolling. Yeah.
I'm about to go do the comedy.
I met her last week.
Man, we going down to do the comedy. You coming?
Roland, I remember Roland was doing the Twitter parties and shit like that, man. But anyway, I go to the I go to the Greyhound station now. You know what I'm saying? And my homeboy like, nigga, you serious, nigga? And we laughing still. You know what I'm saying?
Right, like,
we joking. Bro, I went in, got the ticket, bro. The ticket was like $89, dog. You know what I'm saying? And once I got back, shit like what, 98, nigga, 98, 99, 98.
That's still a lot of money today.
Yeah, but once I go back, once I get the ticket, I go get in the car, and when I get in the car, you know what I'm saying? He said, you got it, nigga? I said, yeah, I got the ticket, nigga. What you talking about, motherfuckers? I was smoking blunt. The bus coming, goddamn it, about an hour and a half, goddamn it. He was like, nigga, let me see the ticket. Man, I get the ticket, bro. Man, this nigga look at the ticket. He said, man, go take this shit back to him, dog. I said, you right, dog. Ain't no need for me to go up and do no comedy shit. That shit bullshit. He like, nigga, go take that shit back and the nigga, I'm finna drive your ass up there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, nigga. I'm finna drive you up here, Smoke. I said, D, you better quit playing with me, nigga. He said, but I'm fucking serious. I said, I'm finna go. Give me the money right now, then, D. I ain't gonna be playing with me, goddammit, man. I went back in there and took the ticket back, bro. And my other nigga who got out the military was selling dope down there, he gave me the money first to get the ticket first. You know what I'm saying? So it's two of them. So man, he took the money back. I took the money back, bro. My nigga drove me, bro, from Virginia to DC, bro, to Coco doorstep, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to the doorstep, shook his hand. He said, man, do your motherfucking thing, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? He said, boy, I know you can do this shit, like for real, for real. And I was like, damn, all right. So now I'm in the house with Coco, you know what I'm saying? She was like, all right, baby, well, you know, we got a show tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna do another show on Sunday. And I was like, all right, man. She said, you good? And I was like, yeah, I guess, man. You know what I'm saying? I think, can I smoke a weed in here? But we did a show first in like Royal Oak, Virginia. Nothing but white people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just me, Coco, and another comic. I can't remember his name right now. But we the only black people in the town. Man, that shit was so racist, bro. When we got the room that night, as soon as we got the room and got in the elevator, as soon as the elevator door closed, the shit said KKK once all the doors closed together. You can have Coco to this day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Did a show that night in Royal Oaks, Virginia. Did good on stage. To me, I was like, it's alright, you know what I'm saying? Just a bunch of white folks, really, you know what I'm saying? I'm really doing some Def Comedy Jam shit, you know what I mean? So I was just hitting them with like the regular shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm from small town, Alabama, police, garbage man, same person, you know what I mean? They giggling or whatever. talking. It was all right for them. Coco and them was like, baby, that's good, baby. I'm like, all right.
But this is your first time.
First time.
Right.
Yeah.
So then the next night we go to DC now. You know what I mean? 'Cause this was out in the country at first in Virginia. Now we in DC. We in Washington DC on U Street. I think the name of the club was Tropicana or something like that. Right across the street from Republic Garden. But it's a hot spot in DC, like for real. Bruh, when I get to the show, I'm looking at black comedians now. I'd never seen comedy before in my life except on TV. This is my first time ever in a real club. So I'm laughing at everything, you know what I'm saying? I think Alex Scott went up that night, a cat named Skiba. The headliner that night was Craig Anthony. I think Chris Thomas might have came through there. But man, when it came to be my turn, it was about 4 comedians went up. I'm thinking I might go up at the end of the show or something, and I started getting scared. I was like, man, you know what? Maybe this comedy shit ain't for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I did this shit with the white folks last night. It was all right. I really don't like this shit. Fuck that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I done went AWOL for this, bro, man. You know what? Damn that. And I'm in the bathroom talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? So when you walk out of the bathroom, you gotta to go back downstairs. It's upstairs too. You gotta go down. You gotta go to the stage, then go downstairs, bro. You know what I'm saying? So anybody who even gotta leave out of the club, you gotta really come right up to the comedian and go downstairs. So, bro, after I look at myself in the mirror, I said, nigga, you better get the fuck out of here. You ain't got no business doing comedy, fool. Bring the fucking nigga. I'm hollering at myself in the mirror. I was like, man, hell yeah, I'm going home. Man, I walk out the door. As soon as I walk out the door, I'm starting to walk up to Coco, right where I'm finna go down there. And Coco said, man, I got another comedian coming up, man. The next comedian coming up. Man, this nigga wild as hell right here. I just met this brother right here, man. And he's funny as fuck. I've never seen nobody this funny. I was like, oh, I know she ain't talking about me now. I'm literally finna walk out of that motherfucker. She said, give it up for Chris Smokey Jones. Man, I came up on the stage, bro. I was so I felt like the episode of Martin when he was like, I was so scared. I'm so scared. Bruh, and I got the microphone and I said, I remember I saw the street sign, U Street, so I know what street I was on. I said, and there's the window behind me, I'm on stage, and I said, hey man, I was on U Street before I came, I think it was you, I don't know. And I poked my head out the window and I looked down that bitch. I said, yeah, U Street. And then everybody bust up laughing. I was like, I ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? Like, when you really get that comedy going, you know what I'm saying?
Get that first little.
Yeah, and that was my first introduction on how you can, as soon as you hit the mic, you hit the stage. I mean, as soon as you hit the stage and the first words you say, it's on right then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the very first moment.
Came up to that little cannabis or whatever, but to reciprocate it, if I was coming on stage right now, you know what I'm saying, and I was coming up to the baby, you know what I'm saying? Back in the middle, go. Hey, turn off, I got that fuck with these hoes in here. What's going on there? How y'all doing? Shit, what's up in this? You know what I mean?
Right.
So, right there, I guess that's like an energy burst.
Right.
The only drawback of that is people can see you do that, and then they can get their energy burst too, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a
reciprocal thing.
Comedy like magic, man. Like people not supposed to see the magic trick that many times, you know what I mean? So
I always say it's entertaining at most. It may not be quote unquote funny, because I've seen some people's sets 100 times, still funny. Mm-hmm. Yours, for example, I like how you go in a room full of white people and explain to them Black history, and then their face is just like, oh, that's hilarious.
Black history is world history too, is it not?
Yeah.
It really is. It literally is. You know what I'm saying? But we so trained as a society. You know what I'm saying? We end up calling it Black history. But I think I like the black,
shots fired.
I like the Black in history. That's what I think it is. People say you like history.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. It is history.
What?
Not Black history.
No. Well, period. You know.
Yeah, period.
Yeah, I'll say it. So.
If I ain't fighting with no random, shout out to the city girl getting pregnant. Shout out to that.
No more period.
They can take the period out. That's all. She ain't got no words.
It's coming. No, it ain't coming no time soon.
Man, that is so hilarious, bro. I want to see what's gonna pop off. They got the cucumbers going crazy out here or something.
Nah, see, y'all are just doing bad things with good fruit. Another question. What was? Have you ever did a show that you were performing that you did really well, and you got approached by somebody like that you were starstruck to see?
Man, let me see.
Or even been starstruck seeing somebody at a show?
Hell, yeah, I think, man, I saw Prince at a show.
Oh,
Prince, nigga, goddamn it, this is New York, dog.
I'm out.
Boston Comedy Club.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh,
Little upstairs joint up in there. But just shook his hand. I met Sherman Hemsley. I met George Jefferson. Yeah, you know, cause
you know, I'm
a nigga like we no. We always like we look at TV shows and stuff like that, and we admire these people. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't no different white boy met Archie Bunker. You know what I'm saying? You be like, jeez, I ain't go Archie, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's a moment right there. So George Jefferson, Sherman Hemsley. That was his name. Him and Paul Mooney. You know what I'm saying? Met them, man, but it was a starstruck thing then, you know what I'm saying, to just see them, I guess, you know what I'm saying, because seeing people on TV is what did it for me. This is before the internet, you know what I mean? That's what made me a big thing in comedy, you know what I mean? I like the Def Comedy Jam and I like comic views, but I like definitely motherfuckers on that TV screen who make you go to that next level. Before that, we had the Eddie Murphys and, you know, Richard Pryor, a couple of comedians sprinkled out. When you saw the Def Jams and the comic views, you got to see a plethora of comedians.
Right. You got to know it's everybody.
Right, but now the separation comes, you know what I'm saying, of greatness. Because one thing I can say is Def Jam and Comic View had black comedians, but which show had the most comedians that were more successful? I would say HBO with Def Comedy Jam, you know what I'm saying?
Who hosted the HBO show?
Martin. Hell yeah, Martin hosted the first season. Ricky Harris hosted one of them. Then they had different hosts out of there. But we used to watch that on HBO, nigga, and everybody didn't have cable. So that shit was very exclusive, you know what I mean?
People used to go over to people's houses to watch comedy like they used to do for fights.
You had to watch it that night, though, you know what I'm saying? Like even videotapes and stuff like that, you wouldn't just recording off of the TV like that, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, it took time to do that.
It was like a pay-per-view event.
It was it was real, bro, because we had to, man, you was happy to get. Now you can wake up on your phone and Google what network is coming on, what TV shows coming on, what network. Right. Back then, nigga, we had an HBO book, nigga.
I remember they sold them at the grocery stores, like right by the checkout. The guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't always poor. We just had HBO.
Hey, my granddaddy told me there was a book. My granddaddy got HBO just so I can watch that Def Comedy Jam. You know what I'm saying? And I was young then, bro. You feel me? So for him to do that, I think he saw the comedy gift in me. Everybody around always seen the comedy gift. You know what I mean? Anytime we were around any people, they always knew we were gonna be doing comedy. You know what I mean? I ain't got to know y'all family nothing like that, but I know that y'all family told y'all that y'all was always funny.
You know my family.
I was a cat. Cat met my mom and she was like, "You really be letting this nigga do comedy?" Like my mom don't think I'm funny. She think I'm corny as hell. Like I swear to God, she be telling everybody. She's like, I'm like, "Mom, you coming to?" She ain't never been to a show, and I was like, "Why?" She was like, "Boy, you not funny."
I always be like, man, you should have paid attention. But then like I met her one time. I had on some sweatpants, I think. And she told him a couple days later, like, he know how to dress. I was like, you know what? Your mom was a smart lady.
She was like, you came over that dude who know how to dress. She was like, he matches, clothes look good. He look like he brushed his hair. She was like,
I have
dreads. Following Cat on Facebook.
I was like, yeah, bro, you should probably start writing for people.
Probably. Like, that's what I said. I would love to. I would love to write for you.
What else I met? I met somebody. I met Suge Knight. Hold on, bro.
Hey, man,
I saw Suge.
Fuck with him, bro.
And I saw Suge at Dance Elite, nigga, like at the
He was dancing?
No. It's a strip club. Right next to the comedy club. That used to be downtown, uptown. But and I met on my thing, man.
Wasn't that striptease or stilettos?
Stiletto. That's what they ended up changing to. It was Dance Elite before that.
I'm about to say them lights was brand new, bro.
But I met him and I was just like, hey man, you didn't do this. That man was like, hell no, man. I said, hey man, that's all I wanted to know, my
this
nigga.
This nigga for real was like, hey bro, so you shot that nigga Parker? Nah, like
nah, bro. I don't fuck with Suge.
No,
my mama met Suge.
Yeah.
What was it? 2001, Patriots went to the Super Bowl, go against the Rams in New Orleans. First time I saw titties in real life and on TV, and both of them was my mom. Same year the fucking what's that shit? Swordfish came out with Halle Berry. First real titties I saw next to my mom on the couch. Then with the Mardi Gras, saw a shitload of titties
with my mom.
With my mom.
Man, so I ain't know Mardi Gras be that freaky like that.
Yes.
So you know Mardi Gras started in Alabama?
Give a fuck where it started. That's amazing.
People is nasty.
Bruh, I saw people get hurt, nigga. Dudes were pulling their dicks out.
Yeah.
And you a superhero depending on how long you had it out, because immediately once everybody saw it, bro, them bees get hard as shit when they hit you in the nuts, nigga. Like, people was having like fucking X-Men like precision, nigga, hitting people in the dick with these bees once they like what the fuck is going on? You ruining this for us, man.
You gotta throw the bees away. You can't keep them.
Tagging their ass. I'm talking about everybody who pulled their dick out in it with their knees up and on the back, nigga. Like, everybody was laid the fuck out, bro.
Nobody wanna see that shit.
Nobody wanna see that, nigga. Teddy's here. You fucking this up. Police are on horses. Shit.
You fucking it up.
You know, horses had titties.
Yeah.
On the titties they had no horses with the horses in the back. But go ahead.
Next question. What was your most memorable bomb? These are Cat's questions.
Memorable bomb.
Yeah, these are my questions anyway.
My memorable bomb, I had to be. Now, when we talking about bomb, we talking about getting booed a bomb.
Okay.
So you gotta clarify that.
Part.
Clarification.
What's your definition of bombing?
Alright,
So
my definition of bombing would be that you are literally not doing up the part like you are, like you usually are, and you just did horrible, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't get booed, but you wasn't shit.
okay, so
And you know you wasn't shit, and I'm talking about you wasn't shit for a majority.
So you're saying a bomb is when you know internally that you have failed.
When you know you failed, when the crowd know you failed, they would just consider it enough to not boo you. Because we've all seen comedians who will go up there and not get one laugh and come out like, shit, hell yeah, goddamn man, shit, they ready. Ready for what? Ready to leave. Boy, you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no problem telling comedians they ain't shit when they get off stage if they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm only speaking about a performance. It's no different from a singer going up. You know what I mean? I want to know if a singer goes up and they don't hit the right notes, or they don't hit notes that everybody likes. You know what I mean? Did we not see Fergie?
Yeah, that was a bomb.
Okay. Now, it's not saying that she's a horrible singer, and we definitely not saying that. You know what I'm saying? But that was a bomb. You know what I'm saying? So a bomb can go anything. How many times guys bomb having sex? When you done fuck that bitch for 45 seconds. Damn near. Goddamn it. You probably didn't even get 3 minutes. Goddamn it. That put it so good.
In and out, nigga.
You did it. You performed.
You performed, nigga.
Whatever your excuse was, you bombed.
If you was a virgin, you could say it was amazing.
My nigga said, he was like, bitches be tripping, bro. He goes, he ain't even a comedian. He was like, bitches be talking about 3 inches ain't shit. He goes, bitch, 3 inches is hell at 100 miles per hour. I was like, what?
That shit's so
He ain't even a comedian. I was like, no. 3 inches is hell at 100 miles per hour.
Nigga, that shit, goddamn. Nigga, 1 centimeter is goddamn hell.
Nigga, boy, if you in there, it don't matter how big your dick is, nigga. You just beat the pussy up. Just beat it.
Hey, man, that long this man.
Turn into the Flash.
Man, bro, hey, I just say it's so crazy people out here, man. I got a new can I shout out my product?
Yeah, shout out your product.
Okay, I got a new line of condoms. I just had a new line of condoms coming out for real. Black owned. I'm one of the spokesperson, however you want to call it. I'm in 15% in the company though. They're gonna be at all the Walgreens and Walmarts everywhere about November, around Thanksgiving 2019. They call RAWs. You open the box, ain't nothing in them, cause you going raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can let motherfuckers know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to change the game. You know you ain't gonna fuck the bitch. You know what I'm saying? So you better well go in front.
How the box look? How the box look?
Block look like Magnum.
That's what I'm saying.
It look like Magnum, but they got the same color as Hefties. So
Right.
they like,
And you gotta actually pull that bitch out and be like,
bro,
I'm about to get it to you.
Once she see the box and how much it was and what it is, she knows, oh, you got them RAWs, you know what I'm saying? Because all the women know that the RAWs feel good.
I did make an acronym for RAW, which is RAW, rubbers are whack. And then that's what raw means. And then raw backwards is war. And war
at war. War at raw.
Raw at war.
Yeah, everybody else that watch WWF knows that too, man.
But war stands for what's a rubber? WAR.
I like that better than that first 1999 when you made it.
Y'all know bomb. Y'all know bomb right there. Y'all know bomb. What the fuck? We just created this.
I had to say,
Come on, let me get let me get to the bomb. Alright, so my bomb, like I say, it was the definition of when you get booed, you know you ain't shit. You feel me? But a bomb is at least enough that you want nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now you can save yourself and be like, man, I had a couple good jokes. Yeah, you ain't making one or two, man. You know you want shit, bro. Like, we, you know what I mean? But and comedians know this. You know what I mean? Like everybody know this. Like, no matter, the excuse is never great enough. You know what I mean? So if LeBron has a 5-point game, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. LeBron bomb.
Yeah, even if he scored them 5 points in the last 30 seconds.
And you still won the game, man.
He ended up getting 10, you know what I'm saying? But it's a bomb for LeBron.
Right.
It's an outstanding night for someone else, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Contract off that.
So now, you see now the schematics of this right here now, you know what I mean? Like, what is the real level right here now? Is the real level, as far as comedy clubs go, is what I think. I think, and as far as comedy clubs go, not movies, not TV shows, comedy clubs go, the work of a comedian being flawless, you know what I'm saying, is praised, you know what I mean? It's not that many, you know what I mean? And that's what I really believe. Especially not that many original ones, goddamn it. Definitely ain't.
Right.
And I think I just want that to be talked about one day before it had to be unsung. You know, I think about doing a show called Unfunny. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like about a bunch of comedians who never made it, but you know what I'm saying? It's called Unfunny, but they was funny. That's why unsung is so hard. You know what I'm saying? You be like, unsung, what? Ain't nobody want to sing? You be like, hell, them niggas was this shit.
They was piping out there.
I tell you.
But what was your most memorable bomb?
My memorable bomb, Richmond, Virginia, and this is the 3rd show after I did the.
Come back.
It's in Richmond now, you know what I'm saying? Because I get booked now because I did so good at Coco Room now. I'm getting booked now, you know what I'm saying? And it just so I was going to headline at first, and then they bumped me down to the feature, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking like, well, I still get my money? And they was like, yeah, you still get my money. I'm like, well, I ain't did, nigga. I don't give a fuck. It don't matter what it is to me, you know what I mean? And matter of fact, I was gonna go back and do Coco Room either the same. So it was a two thing. It was a win-win situation, you know.
So you just started, you got shows booked.
Got started, right? I got shows booked. It's already on.
It was on TV first time. He was headlining his second show.
This shit is serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like literally in three shows, man. And when I got there, I hollered at the comedian, and I'm like, man, this shit here like fancy. You know what I mean? It was like Richmond, it's like New York motherfuckers too, but this shit was like a player type of thing, you know what I mean? Like an older crowd, you know what I mean? Definitely older. And when I went out there, I think I started out with a joke, just tried to freestyle on something, and it really didn't just hit like that. Then I started rocking for about maybe 5-10 minutes, and then a heckler said something. Ooh. And I had always said, if a heckler say something, I'm gonna be on their motherfucking ass. But I was like, what? Oh, boy, I was like, boy, I was about to get it in right quick, man, you know what I mean? And I didn't say nothing. And then just because I didn't say nothing, the whole crowd was like, whoa. I said, no. I said, we lost him. So look, everybody like, oh, you scared? I said, oh, wait, oh. Boy, y'all ain't shit. I said, who the fuck y'all supposed to be? Whoa, and I ripped about 15 motherfuckers. Not just in the front row, you know what I'm saying? Just schematically out, you know what I'm saying? Literally, you know what I'm saying? No, not like that. I gave them a chance to speak if anybody wanted to speak or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I end up winning again, but it was the fact of the hey, felt that y'all ain't shit like it's the energy.
They was about to try and take it from
me. And I can't say, and I didn't get moved, but I'm gonna say that's a bomb. For me, you know what I'm saying?
You lost control for a second.
That's definitely it, you know what I'm saying? But it was good for that to happen then, I think, because I'm a
real one.
Nah, not a real one, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to offend nobody, man, you know what I'm saying? And I don't never think that everybody, I never think that a comedian is supposed to just offend people, you know what I mean? I never like the comedians who think they can just talk about somebody, you know what I'm saying, versus material, you know what I mean? Now, if somebody's out there talking, then go ahead, do your thing, you know what I mean? But if nobody's talking to you, then that ain't shit, you know what I mean? That's just like people who want to get on handicapped people because they think it's easy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole different thing for me, you know what I mean? And I always wanted to do this since I was a kid. So to really be doing this, like I wanted to do it, I like it. You know what I mean? I used to always be scared of not being able to remember my jokes on stage. average.
I find
You see comedians like, man, 30 minutes, an hour, you like, how they remember all this shit in an hour?
Some of you just gotta roll with it.
Man, Thundercats only was on for a different 30 minutes.
shit.
Actually, about
30. I'm about to
18.
say it's 18.
Hella commercials. But we down to the last about 3 minutes of the episode here.
Yeah.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry, all the way blurry. But this is the last question I ask before Cap gets his off the wall.
Come on here.
Is there anything that you wish somebody would have told you when you started doing comedy that you learned?
Hell
Or
yeah.
that you wish somebody would have told you?
I wish somebody would have told me earlier that these comedians weren't original. I wish they would have told me that. I wish they would have told me that the motherfuckers that you see, even the ones on TV, may not be the ones who have that joke that you saw that you thought was funny. You know what I mean? I did not know that until I started doing comedy.
Me too.
So
That's the. I'm not trying to be ironic, but that is a very original thought, bro.
That's what I
Somebody
said.
told me.
You made shit, bro. I never thought about
Bruh,
that.
I
Like,
never.
because just the idea of how to take advice, like, to be honest, like, man, me and Chris been rocking ever since I literally bumped into this nigga. Like, we was at, I forgot what we was at. We wasn't even in the club. We was outside. Never
Smoking probably got that.
Yeah, we was smoking. I think I met Dirty Saturday, and ever since then, I had his phone number. He was literally the first comic out of, I'm talking about people that we could probably get the same jobs. He's the first person that picked up the phone when I call. Out of everybody, even to this day, bro. I can call somebody that I got booked on my show. He'll pick up the phone first. So that's why I was like, man, ever since day one, that's why I was like, yeah, I can always take advice from him. But looking at that, I'm like, damn.
Bro, this
people that's been trying to tell me, because when I first started, I think you this is what you really told me, and just told me to keep going with it. I wasn't writing jokes and I wasn't doing old material. Everything I did was always brand new. I had never done any old stuff, because I was like, shit, I'm just coming up with it on stage. I literally knew nothing about comedy. But now I'm writing jokes because everybody told me to do. I'm like, I know I slowed down because this is what everybody told me I have to do in this way now. I'm like, yeah, I wish I didn't listen to them people.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of dream killers. There are really a lot of dream killers that are out here stopping newer people. You cannot stop someone from wanting to live a dream, man. You know what I mean? That's why I be careful how I even speak, you know what I'm saying, even about internet comedians. Somebody said, man, you be hard on internet comedians. And I said, well, hold on, man. I ain't got a problem with nobody that's got their lane and being funny.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, ever, you know what I'm saying? I'm a real nigga anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's a real motherfucker's link, you know what I mean? I just want everybody to, I just want the real ones and the talented ones to just shine, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because only then can we get to the greatness that we supposed to be. With black comedy, it's separated, you know what I'm saying? Like, you look at Dave Chappelle like this, but you look at a regular average black person like he's, okay, he funny, but is he black funny, or is he like on that Dave Chappelle shit, you know what I mean? Because we look at Dave Chappelle on the mainstream side, failing to realize, black, period, we just have different genres, like we just got different, like we got different skin, we have different styles, you know what I'm saying?
We know the situations.
That is all the time we have.
That's all we got right now.
Yeah. We'll be black.
Set it off.
Set it out.
Set it off.
If that's all white with you.
Can I say a fact that most people might not know right quick for the people?
Maybe. Go ahead.
All right. I'm from Allentown, Alabama. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but it's a historical place only if you really know real information. They say Hitler soldiers came down there, Nazi soldiers. They literally came to my hometown, 1943. I can't believe the United States government brought Nazi troops to Alabama and gave them